Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 11 a.m. update for what is now tropical depression Cristobal. Um, it is pretty decently inland now, and it's still moving slowly at 3 miles an hour to the east southeast. So it's still decently over land, and it has like 35-mile-per-hour winds. Though what I do find weird is the pressure being 998. That's way too low for a tropical depression, in my opinion. But you know, it is what it is, and we're gonna check out some of the statistics here. Let's go over the public advisory here. Let's go 120 degrees or east southeast. There are no coastal watches or warnings now because obviously it's the tropical depression now, so there's no warnings here. And here is the rainfall totals. Some of them picking up 35 inches, which I think is more like 40 to 45 inches at this point because it's just been raining all over them for days and days and days and days and days. Ever since Amanda was a thing, it's been raining on them forever and beyond. The next advisory is at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time because there's no watches and warnings anymore. So they're not doing intermediate advisories until it goes back over land and strengthens, or not land, but ocean. What is the forecast still think here? They say it's still going to be on land for next 24 to 30 hours, then be near the coast in 36 hours, which that could be either on or off land near the coast. And then after that, for the next 32 to 40 hours, it's going to be over water again and trying to strengthen. Yeah, some of us were forecasting this to become a hurricane, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point. I'm going to give it 65 to 70 miles per hour max. But the category of what the system is doesn't really matter, as it only takes one good wind gust and one good flood to ruin somebody's day. So it's still something to really keep close attention to, no matter if it's a tropical storm or a hurricane. So, and in 96 hours, we're looking at it going inland. Speaking of that, let's look at the forecast cone. And sometime by late Sunday, early Monday is when the impacts of the system are probably going to be felt on Louisiana. Yeah, it's forecast to be 60 miles per hour, but I'm going for 65, 70 at this current present time. But that's still plenty powerful enough to cause damage and take out power lines and stuff. And we can't forget about the flooding rains either. This is still probably going to dump about 10 inches of rain all over Louisiana, Mississippi, and maybe even Texas. I know here in Florida, we've been getting a hell of a lot of rain from the some of this shearing of the system that's pushing some moisture into Florida. Let's take a look at the visible, and it doesn't look half bad on visible. It's a tropical depression, but wait, hold on. I think that's the lid. We gotta look at something else here. Yeah, here we go. It's hold on, let's get this to load up here real quick. Yeah, it's diminishing rapidly. At this point, if it's still going to be over land for 36 hours, this is going to be pretty much a low-level squall if this keeps up. But the NHC still sees it as becoming something, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But it's definitely throwing out some very heavy rains in some of these areas here that still have these colder cloud tops hanging over them. So you're gonna have to just watch out for that. Let's look at some information here about this system. As you can see, the system is located right in here. Looks like it's trying to go back into Guatemala. I think this is Guatemala. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me. But it's definitely a pretty good ways inland. And here's the forecast intensity. You know, a lot of these models still take it up to being tropical storm again, but that's the look at that satellite imagery doesn't look like it's pretty good. It's definitely not a good looking system right now. So there's one here. The ships takes it up to category 1, which that's probably not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna these two right here is cutting it real close. And this green one here at the 50 knots is probably the most likely case. And then they just drop off right afterwards. Alright, here is the 6Z. You know, let's refresh it. Not that the 12Z is going to be done rendering at this point in time, even if it did. Alright, well, here's our system. It has a 996 millibars, which is only two millibars short of what it really is. And it's located, it looks like it has the location right on it, though. So I guess we can, you know, say that's good for the model. In 12 hours, it looks like it totally dissipates it. And then forms a new circulation by the looks of it. And if it forms a new circulation, this would actually be named Dolly, if this comes out to be true. So if the GFS comes to fruition, we're going to be seeing our 4th named storm already. So people along Louisiana, it's still going to Louisiana somewhere, so you just have to pay attention to it. And looks like it'll be a modest tropical storm as it makes landfall in New Orleans. I'm going to take a look at the 0Z European model here real quick before I end this video. Yeah, the European shows it as a pretty powerful system. I mean, not like a hurricane, but like major hurricane powerful, but powerful tropical storm. You know, category 1 hurricane going right into New Orleans. And then just goes with the flow until it is no longer. Alright, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have another update later on today. Have a nice day.